All right, bet. Here we go. The following footage.
Robert Muldoon, game warden,
Ooh,
Isla Nublar.
we got an actual talking
feeding
too.
procedure for Velociraptor Anteropis. The date is September 1st, 91. I'm standing here at the raptor enclosure prior to the evening feeding cycle. I will now document the feeding process, which I think is not as efficient as I would like. There are still
Absolute
many things
cinema.
that need smoothing out, but I want to keep it professional and objective in this log. Here, at the entry gates, we have a staggered system whereby doors can only be opened once further doors have been locked, similar to the double doors of a walk-through aviary in any zoo, where visitors close one door before opening the other to prevent birds from escaping. The birds in here, however, won't just escape, they'll gut you to death.
Oh my God!
But like I said, the system needs refining.
All right, I wonder
As it
if
stands currently,
I wonder if this is any importance at all. The September 1st, 1991. First of all, is this like is it Blender? It seems like a Blender
selected
type of. It's like the backroom style video.
carnivore handlers and myself are permitted to feed the raptors. Let me show you how that's done. The authorized handler will use his swipe card to enter the buffer enclosure with a live animal, usually a cow. We've tried feeding the raptors beef, lamb, chicken, pig, you name it, but they won't touch the stuff. They need living prey because they want to hunt. They want to coordinate and take down a live animal. So we've resorted to bringing in a cow or a goat
like the way he pans.
once every 3 days or so. The handler will lead the cow into this enclosure. This buffer enclosure is double fenced with a steel barricade internally and then a 10,000-volt electric fence externally, mounted on concrete slabs.
That's pretty wild.
Which extend 10 feet underground to prevent the raptors digging. The enclosure, as you can see, is fortified on both sides and from above to prevent the raptors leaping, because they're astonishing jumpers, easily clearing 10 feet plus. Now, this is the actual feeding enclosure. And again, the handler uses his swipe card at the scanner
I don't like that.
to open the gates.
I did not like that at all.
So. This pen opens up to the Velociraptor exhibit that visitors will see on the tour once the park is up and running. So that means where I...
What are they fucking watch children as we feed these raptors a live cow. I hope you all enjoy this.
I am standing now is the rear of the raptor exhibit, out of sight from the Explorer Tour track. I personally don't think any child visiting this park should see a 6-foot reptile eviscerating a poor cow.
That's what
And
I'm
that's why
saying.
we feed them away from public eyes.
Okay, he did say they give him the feel for the hunt, but it's like, all right, we'll put you in a box. Enjoy your hunt.
Once the cow is brought into this pen, the handlers exit, locking this gate, and then proceed out the buffer enclosure. It is only once both gates have been closed and the handler is safely behind 2 locked gates that the raptors are permitted to enter this enclosure and feed.
Ooh.
This fence, as well as the electric fence,
Oh, does that
beyond,
open?
slide open.
Oh,
and the
okay.
raptors
I take
enter
it back.
where I am currently standing.
Holy predict.
For obvious reasons, I will not open this gate. But that is essentially the gist of how we currently feed the raptors here, while the construction of the raptor pen a little further away reaches completion, and we transport the pack there.
This is sick.
Now, if we look out into the raptor enclosure,
I
there
don't
are
like this.
5 female animals in here.
I don't like how
We
you're...
bred 8 originally, and then 2 more were cloned on Sauna, but 1 did not survive transport to the park, leaving 1 big one to join the pack in here.
Ugh.
When she came in, she took over the pride, killing half the original brood. Just 4 days ago, the big one killed a smaller raptor, so I'm always watching her. I don't believe we'll spot any of them right now, and that's probably because they are nocturnal animals, as are a lot of predators today. I've had many discussions with John about
You're not gonna see him at all because they're nocturnal, but yet don't pay attention to the screech that we just heard to my right.
timing and whatnot, and possibly switching
Homeboy's
to
getting too
nocturnal
close to that
feeding,
fence.
as daytime may cause stress and agitated behaviors.
Are we just gonna ignore that?
The last thing we want is an agitated velociraptor, believe me. And on that note, that completes this log of the feeding procedures. What the? Is that another? Shit. So as I documented earlier this afternoon, another raptor was killed. She was removed from the enclosure by a chopper, which was a disaster. She sustained a massive laceration to her underside and bled out.
Aw.
My guess is the big one took her out, but the enclosure cameras didn't catch it. There's only so many cameras you can place across an enclosure the size of several football fields covered in dense vegetation.
I'm worried. What are we doing here? I'm like looking. I'm scanning this whole area. Oh. What is that?
Surveillance
What is
footage
that?
from last night, after the dead raptor was removed, only raised more
Ooh.
questions. I noticed the remaining 3 females being very busy, but I couldn't spot the big one. Anyway, another one down.
Thank
4
you for
remaining
your
raptors.
patronage.
Hey,
I'll
thank you,
document
thank
the
you.
raptor pack dynamics tonight.
Shit, that was a big one.
They're bound to change after another member dies.
Thank you, thank you. I do love how you joined the stream and I was watching a Mountain Dew video.
They go at the fence every night, never attacking the same place twice. They test the fences for weaknesses systematically.
Why are the eyes so big?
They learn and they remember.
Oh, from... Oh, the cow. Oh my god, bro, that brought back so many memories. I was a child watching Jurassic, and that raptor sound just brought back so many memories. Okay, there's 1, 2.
That big one is a real problem. She's costing Hammond hundreds of thousands. When she was introduced, the
I don't like how
dynamics
you're
of the
staring
pack
at me.
changed significantly. Dominant from the start and absolutely lethal to any raptor that did not fall in line. She shows
She's
extreme
staring right at
intelligence,
us.
even problem-solving intelligence. That one, when she looks at you, you can see she's working things out. She doesn't test the fences anymore. She watches the others do it for her. They obey her completely.
What is this one doing?
She directs.
What is that one doing?
I've seen that look before in lions and wolves.
What is that one doing?
But not in reptiles. It's not instinct. It's something else.
She's distracting you, bro. She's distracting you, bro.
She's making plans at the moment, and the other raptors are awaiting instruction.
Why are you still in the cage when they're sitting there like that?
This is the big one in the back. And now that they know there's something in the feeding
Their
enclosure,
eyes are
we
scary
might
as
get
shit.
to see what I came here for. Their communication is far more advanced than reptiles of today. There's verbal cues and sounds, but there's also eye movements and tail twitches. One thing about the big one is she's fairly stoic in her communication style. She's aggressive when she wants to be, but is not as animated as the others.
I don't like this.
She'll stand still and stare directly into your eyes for hours. The others I describe as more bird-like in their behavior with erratic movements. Oh, here we go. She's chosen one of them, and they're off.
Oh, is this them hunting the cow? Bro, they're hunting you. Fuck you, buddy.
These two are a few years older, and they seem to be the most loyal to the big one. They seem to be quite obedient to her. But where did she go?
Yeah, exactly, bro. They're fucking they're planning to kill you, my guy. I got scared.
See, that's what she does. She gives out orders and then sits back and
I
watches.
said it,
And these two clowns do her bidding.
bro. You need to. They're gonna. Oh, they're gonna. Are they gonna overdo it to where the thing shuts off?
I've never seen one of them make contact with the fence for such a long time. Jesus Christ, I think she fried herself. You were here to distract me. Clever girl.
Oh, get the fuck out of here with that say, clever girl.
The following morning, the big one and her two remaining minions were tranquilized so that our vets could enter the enclosure and inspect the raptor's injuries.
Tranquilized? I thought for sure it was like just putting her down. I would put her down. Oh, thank you, thank you.
She sustained third-degree burns to all.
I make like other content on like a separate YouTube channel. I just started going live again on Twitch, just watching stuff and just hanging out and just vibing pretty much. So I'll be doing this Tuesdays and Thursdays.
4 limbs and lacerations to her mouth before being hurled some 40 feet away from the electric fence. She smelled of charred meat. Consequently, she died. This raptor in particular was far younger than the others. My guess is the big one picked on her specifically to test another region of the electric fence. This one mustn't have had the experience that the other raptors had and couldn't manage to execute the task without frying herself in the process. I would almost feel sympathy for her if I didn't have an obsessive need to have them all destroyed before one of them eventually figures out how to escape their enclosure. The sedated raptors were moved from this enclosure to a far more reinforced pen. Unfortunately, that wasn't without another casualty.
Oh, somebody died. Oh, that was sick. That was awesome. I enjoyed it. I on my YouTube I have it's like 500. It's 540. I talk about monster trucks. Yeah, it's a good time over there. And then I just made this one where I'm going to pretty much what I'm doing here is it's going to be a mixture of like watching analog